students. In the last lecture, we have seen what is risk management plan, what are the strategies under risk management planning. Then we have seen common sources of risk, and there are whatever the categories mentioned in the common sources of risk, that is market risk, financial risk, technology risk, people risk, structure or process risk. Now in this lecture we are going to see what is risk breakdown structure and how to identify risk, what are the information gathering techniques for identifying the risk. Then we are going to see risk register. So risk breakdown structure. In the previous units we have studied work breakdown structure. Similar, in this project risk management there is risk breakdown structure. So the risk breakdown structure is a useful tool to help project managers consider the potential risk in different categories. So as I have said, it is similar in form of work breakdown structure, where risk breakdown structure is a hierarchy of potential risk categories for project. As you have seen in previous units, we have gone through work breakdown structure. Here in this diagram, risk breakdown structure is shown. So the main motto of risk breakdown structure is to list categories and subcategories where risk may arise. So as shows in this example, a sample risk breakdown structure is shown that might apply to many IT projects. So the highest level of categories are here: business, technical, organization, organizational and project management. So competitors, suppliers and cash flow are categories that fall under business risk. Then under technical risk are the categories of hardware, software and network. Then hardware could be broken down further to include malfunctions, availability and cost. Likewise, software may broken down further, again whatever the requirements of particular software for particular project, that software requirements may be changed. Then network issue, whatever the issues will be there for completing that project, whatever the issues you are facing, that will come under this network strategy. Then likewise, organizational and project management parts includes the subcategories. Here project management strategy is very important. So note that how the risk breakdown structure provides a simple one page chart to help ensure that a project team considers important risk categories related to all IT projects. That means this risk breakdown structure is a simple and one page chart which shows the important risk categories related to all the IT projects. In addition to identifying risk based on the nature of the project or products created, it is also important to identify the potential risk according to project management knowledge areas. As we have seen, there are 10 project management areas. So for that each and every area there are potential negative risk condition associated. So for integration knowledge area, risk conditions may be inadequate planning, poor resource allocation, poor integration management. Likewise, for scope knowledge area, risk condition may be poor definition of scope or work packages, incomplete definitions. For time knowledge area, risk condition may be errors in estimating time or resource availability, errors in determining the critical path, poor allocation and management of float, early release of competitive products. For cost knowledge area, risk conditions are estimating errors, inadequate productivity, cost change or contingency. Then quality knowledge area, risk conditions may be poor attitude toward quality, substandard design, materials and workmanships likewise. For human resource management area, risk condition may be poor conflict management, poor project organization and definition of responsibilities. Then for communication knowledge area, risk conditions may be carelessness in planning or communicating. For risk management area, risk conditions may be ignoring the risk, unclear analysis of risk, poor insurance management. Likewise, for procurement management, there is risk condition like contractor clauses, adversarial relations. Then for stakeholder knowledge area, risk condition may be lack of consultation with key stakeholders. So understanding common sources of risk is very helpful in risk identification. Next part is identifying risk. As I have told, six major processes involved in risk management. The second process was identifying risk, which involves determining which risks are likely to affect a project and documenting the characteristics of each. So, the main output of this process, that is identifying risk, is risk register, which we are going to see next. So, as you can see here, there are various inputs for identifying risk, that is risk management plan, activity cost estimates, activity duration estimate, scope baseline, stakeholder register, cost management plan, schedule management plan, quality management plan, project documents, enterprise environmental factors, organizational process assets likewise. And for these inputs there are various tools and techniques required to risk make a particular risk register, and that tools required documentation reviews, information gathering techniques, checklist analysis, assumption analysis, diagramming techniques, SWOT analysis and expert judgment. So identifying risk is the process of understanding what potential events might hurt or enhance a particular project. So it is important to identify the potential risk early, but you must also continue to identify risk based on the changing project environment. Also remember that you cannot manage risk if you do not identify them first. So the basic step before going for qualitative and quantitative analysis of risk, you must have to do analysis or to identify the risk first. So as I have told about the inputs of identifying risk, we are going for the tools and techniques which are required for identifying risk. So in that we are going to see information gathering techniques. So there are various information gathering techniques which have mentioned in your textbook, that is brainstorming, Delphi technique, interviewing, root cause identification and the SWOT analysis. So there are several tools and techniques for identifying risk. So project teams often begin this process by reviewing project documentation, recent and historical information related to the organization and assumptions that might affect the project. So the project team members and outside experts often hold the meetings to discuss this information and ask the important questions about all these things related to the risk. So there are four common techniques which includes brainstorming, Delphi technique, interviewing and root cause analysis, which consists SWOT analysis. So we are going to see first brainstorming. So brainstorming is a technique by which a group attempts to generate ideas or find a solution for a specific problem by amazing ideas spontaneously and without judgment. So this approach can help the group to create a comprehensive list of risks to address later during qualitative and quantitative risk analysis. So for this brainstorming technique, you need a expertise person to handle all these risks. So an experienced facilitator should run the brainstorming session and introduce new categories of potential risk to keep the ideas flowing. So after the ideas are collected, the facilitator or that expert person can group and categorize the idea to make them more manageable. Then the next technique is the Delphi technique. The Delphi technique is an approach to gather information that helps prevent some of the negative group effects found in brainstorming. So whatever the drawbacks or whatever the negative things which have collected from brainstorming technique, that will be resolved by the Delphi technique. So the basic concept of Delphi technique is to derive a concurrency among a panel of experts who make predictions about the future developments. The Delphi technique uses repeated rounds of questioning and written responses, including feedback to responses in earlier rounds, and to take advantage of group input while avoiding the possible biasing effects of oral panel deliberations. To use the Delphi technique, you must select a panel of experts for the particular area in question. So it is important to be well prepared for leading interviews. So it often helps to create a list of questions to use as a guide during the interview. Another technique is a SWOT analysis of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, which is often used in strategic planning. SWOT analysis can also be used during risk identification by having project teams focus on the broad perspectives of potential risk for particular projects.